Hey Pioneer, can I buy Soul Herders and play them in your format?
No. We have soul herders at home.
The Soul Herders at home.
Yeah, you know what? I ain't mad. And here's today's list. Yes, it's a Pioneer Taxes deck, and it is a blue-white list, which makes it a Taxes list. Yes, thank you Andrew Garfield for choosing blue and black as both your colors in Magic, because that made that joke possible. Imagine if you'd chosen orange. Instead of Wooburg, it'd be Woburg. But anyway, today's deck is a blue-white Taxes deck. We're using Thalia, Guardian of Thraben as a primary taxing pieces, along with Mausoleum Wanderer, which is a tax piece that can get buffed. But I'm also giving Malevolent Hermit a go. Malevolent Hermit is a 2-mana 2/1 that we can pay 1 blue mana and sacrifice to mana leak an opponent's non-creature spell. And that feels pretty cool. We can also disturb it into a 2/1 flying spirit, and that means we have a bit of a card advantage engine along with our taxes. Blue-white has always had some really cool ETBs, especially in the 3-drop slot. Unfortunately, blue-white doesn't have a Horizon land, so we don't really get to play this combination in Modern all that often. However, in Pioneer, there are no Horizon lands, so it's an even playing field. Unfortunately, there is no Soul Herder, but we do have Eldrazi Displacer and 1 copy of Thassa, so we can at the end step blink one of our creatures, or using Eldrazi Displacer, we can blink any of our creatures or our opponent's creatures in response to removal or painful effects. And Eldrazi Displacer with Archon of Emeria and Spell Queller can softlock our opponents, so as long as we hold up 3 mana, they can't cast any spells with CMC 4 or less, because we'll just counter them and they don't get to cast the card under Spell Queller. In the sideboard we're running Ashiok because in War of the Spark, blue got everything white was good at and white got nothing. And with that, let's get on with the games.
Round 1.
Alrighty, we've lost the die roll. I think this is keepable. Opponent has revealed a Loris. Inspiring Vantage, Hotshot Mechanic. Okay, let's play Hallowed Fountain. We will pay 2 life and we'll just run out Mausoleum Wanderer and we will pass the turn there. Needleverge Pathway, another Hotshot Mechanic, and Rabbit Battery. Go to combat. They're swinging in. Yeah, let's block.
You shall not pass!
Let's go to my turn. Welcoming Vampire. All right, that'll be good. Let's go Field of Ruin, Malevolent Hermit. Pass the turn there. Battlefield Forge. Voldaran Epicure. When it enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and they get a blood token. Reinforced Ronin. Rabbit Battery on the Epicure. Okay, they're swinging in. Let's go to blocks and block the Hotshot Mechanic. We are down to 12. Their card returns to their hand. Go to our turn. Another Welcoming Vampire. Okay, so it's Shefet Dunes, Welcoming Vampire. Pass the turn there. Reinforced Ronin. Reconfigures the Rabbit Battery on it. Yep, so it has 3 power and toughness. This means it will eat a Welcoming Vampire if we block, so we won't block. Down to 9. This does put us very close to dead with Shrapnel Blast and things in their deck. All right, they return the Ronin to their hand. Let's go to our turn. Archon of Emeria is pretty cool though. So let's lead with Archon. This lets us draw. We do draw a plains, so we'll play Hallowed Fountain tapped and pass the turn there. No attacks. Reinforced Ronin. Equips the Rabbit Battery. Let's go for the double block this turn. They can't respond because they've already cast a spell. So yeah, they have to take out the Archon of Emeria here. This leaves us with a Welcoming Vampire. Deals with the Ronin. Just passing to us. Let's play plains. Let's run out Welcoming Vampire. Draw a card. Another plains is great. Let's run out Mausoleum Wanderer. Or Tower. Soaring City. Okay, awesome. Do I feel comfortable enough to attack here? I think so with 1. Pass the turn there. Needleverge Pathway. Shrapnel Blast my face. Okay, got the second one. Skewer the critics. Okay, no attacks and they pass. Thalia is cool. So I think we lead Thalia, draw 2 cards. Reflector Mage, okay, and Spell Queller. Well, that's very helpful. So now we will play plains, go to combat, swing in for 4, pass the turn there. Voldaran Epicure. So it's going to deal damage to us, so we have to counter this. All right, we're going to draw some cards. Another Eldrazi Displacer, another Reflector Mage. Okay, we counter the spell. Mausoleum Wanderer pumps up. They're just getting Loris to hand. Okay, go to my turn. Archon's pretty cool. So for 3 mana, we can return Spell Queller to our hand and cast it again, which is certainly a line. Let's go to combat. Let's just attack with our flyers. Let's get a Reflector Mage down there. Target the Rabbit Battery. Draw 2. Another Welcoming Vampire. Another Spell Queller. All right, that's what we wanted. Let's play the Soaring City. Pass the turn there. Mountain from our opponent. Swinging in for 1. Let's block with Thalia. Okay, the Epicure is down. They're casting Loris. Spell Queller. What happens, opponent?
Yes.
All right, game one taken down, burn, some sort of artifact burn, that's fair. So what if we went with the Cathar Commandos to deal with some of the artifacts and some Swallow Holes just to deal with some of the more annoying creatures? I think Displacer's probably a bit too slow. Same with Thassa, Deep Dwelling. Then I think we can cut one Welcoming Vampire. Let's go down the second Welcoming Vampire. Run it back like that. Painland, and uncastable spells. This one's mulligan. Uncastable spells, mulligan. Weesh. Let's keep this one. 2 cards on the bottom. Let's go Field of Ruin, Malevolent Hermit, Sacred Foundry from our opponent. Takes 2 life. Toolcraft Exemplar. Passes to us. Hallowed Fountain tapped. It's a good pickup. Pass the turn there. Battlefield Forge. Inventor's Apprentice. Reinforced Ronin. Okay. Toolcraft gets its pump. We will take 5, down to 15. Go to our turn. Just play Hengegate Pathway past the turn. Vidalcan Epicure, sure. Pumps the Exemplar, swings in, okay. Well, we're throwing out Cathar Commando here. That eats a play with fire. It's a shame we take another 5, down to 9. Den of the Bugbear, pass to us. Let's just play Field of Ruin, run out Reflector Mage, bounce the Toolcraft Exemplar, pass the turn there. Reinforced Ronin, go to combat. Let's block that Reinforced Ronin, take 3, down to 6. Skewer the Critics, hits our face, and Hotshot Mechanic. Okay, not sure we can survive. Go to our turn. Glasspool Mimic helps, I think. Field of Ruin, cast Glasspool Mimic, copy Reflector Mage, bounce the Apprentice, pass the turn there. Eventually they will just draw into burn though, so
It is inevitable.
not looking forward to that. Needleverge Pathway, just getting Loris to hand. Toolcraft Exemplar comes down, gets pumped. No attacks and they pass. Okay, Welcoming Vampire is an appreciated pickup. I don't think we can benefit from it right now. Just play Hengegate Pathway as a white land. We don't have quite enough mana just yet. Pass the turn there. Inventor's Apprentice. Okay, Toolcraft Exemplar gets pumped up. No attacks, and they're just passing. Okay, let's run out Thalia. Pass the turn there. Shrapnel Blast, meet Spell Queller.
Not today.
Just casting the Loris. Yep, gets them the Reinforced Ronin. Sure does. Toolcraft Exemplar gets pumped up. No attacks and passing. Okay, go to my turn. Shefet Dunes is not the most helpful. Play Shefet Dunes, let's run out Welcoming Vampire and hope we draw well. Pass the turn there. Surviving will be difficult. Doable, but difficult. Portable Hole and that'll do it. I think we kind of got to run it back. Perhaps Welcoming Vampires. Go down 1 Archon, 1 Cathar Commando. Run it back like that. Let's go first. This is a hand that we want. Let's keep. Let's go Hallowed Fountain. And we're going to put into play tapped. Pass the turn there. Inspiring Vantage. Rabbit Battery. Okay. They swing in for 1 and pass the turn. Go to my turn. We're going to play Plains. Run out Mausoleum Wanderer. Swallow Hole. Target their creature. Tap my Mausoleum Wanderer. Thank you very much. Pass the turn there. Battlefield Forge, Inventor's Apprentice, and Portable Hole. Okay, Portable Hole will take out my Mausoleum Wanderer. Let's go to my turn. Thalia. Let's go Shefet Dunes. Let's run out Skyclave Apparition this turn, and let's take out the Portable Hole. Pass the turn there. Sacred Foundry, untapped. Experimental Synthesizer, yep. Inventor's Apprentice, exiled. They cast the Inventor's Apprentice, okay. And Portable Hole again, okay. On the Mausoleum Wanderer. Interesting. I mean, it couldn't target the Skyclave, so I guess that makes sense. They come in for 2. We're going to take it. Go to my turn. Island is a good pickup. So we get to go Island, Charming Prince, exile the Skyclave. They get a blue illusion. We run out the Thalia. Pass the turn there. In the end step, Skyclave comes and takes the Inventor's Apprentice. Pass the turn there. Play with fire on my Thalia. They swing in for 2. I'm just going to take it now. Skewer the Critics on my Skyclave Apparition. Fair enough. Getting themselves another 1/1. They are empty-handed though. We just pulled a Field of Ruin. Does Charming Prince want to gain life or scry? Let's scry. Scry 2. Both good, aren't they? So we're going to put Spell Queller on... We're going to put Mausoleum Wanderer on top, then Spell Queller. So they get Loris to hand next turn. They can't cast it, then they can. They're drawing before us. So it's Mausoleum Wanderer on top, then Spell Queller on top. Pass the turn there. Play with fire on a Charming Prince, okay. They could have done that during combat and I would have been punished for blocking an Inventor's Apprentice. So now they're just swinging with the Inventor's Apprentice. Okay, I will take 2. Go to my turn, draw my Spell Queller, pass the turn. Inspiring Vantage tapped, okay. Loris to hand. They swing in for 2, we're just going to take it. Down to 11, go to my turn, cast my Mausoleum Wanderer, pass the turn there. Sacrificing the Experimental Synthesizer, yep. Needleverge Pathway on top, they get a 2/2 Samurai with Vigilance. Play the Pathway. The Dolken Epicure. Let's counter that. Let's go to my turn. Malevolent Hermit. I like it. Let's run it out. Go to combat. Swing in the air for 1. Take it down to 15. Pass the turn there. They cast Loris. Experimental Synthesizer. I'm going to counter. To combat. Swings in with a 2-3. Let's double block it. Okay, opponent's going to take out our Charming Prince. We got rid of that thing. Sure, they can recast it, but oh well. Let's go to our turn. Archon of Emeria is pretty cool. So what's the disturb cost on this guy? 3 mana. So let's cast Archon. Go to combat. Swing in the air for 1. Take it down to 14. Pass the turn there. Sacred Foundry. Enters tapped. Inventor's Apprentice, sure. Swinging in with Loris. I will block with Spell Queller. They can't cast a spell under it because of Archon.
You are dead!
So that dealt with Loris. The Dolken Epicure can't be cast, and they pass to us. Thalia is very good. So do we run out the Thalia first? I think we run out the Druid first. It's a Spirit Wizard. Non-creature spells I control can't be countered. Boros Charm. Ouch. Really hurts. Down to 7. Well, it pumps up my Mausoleum Wanderer. So then let's go to combat and attack them for 2. Take it down to 15. Pass the turn there. Hotshot Mechanic. Okay. So let's go to blocks. Let's take out a token. Let's take out a Samurai. So they're attacking like that. Okay. So we are down to 4. We're dead to a lot of burn spells. Let's go to our turn. That helps. That helps a lot. Reflector Mage. Get the Inventor's Apprentice off the table. Go to combat. Swing in the air for 3. Pass the turn there. They drew a land. Okay. So they're not casting a spell this turn. Go to combat. No attacks. Passes to me. Cathar Commando 2. Okay, and that has flash. Ooh, that's good. That means we can go Thalia, go to combat, attack with our flyers for 5. Take it down to 7. Pass the turn there. Inventor's Apprentice. Okay, so I think that means we've got it. And they could cast Boros Charm on our turn. In the end step, let's cast Cathar Commando. Go to our turn. Another Archon of Emeria is pretty cool. I don't want to risk giving them another turn. So what happens if I attack all out? I've got 6 creatures. They can block the 3 on the ground. None of them particularly favorably. So 5, 6, then the Mausoleum Wanderer can come back and do 7. Let's try activating the Shefet Dunes. Hope their last card is not Boros Charm or anything else that deals 5 damage. Play with fire to our Geist. Okay. So our creatures get +1/+1. So we're definitely hitting them for 5, and then they have to block everything. Sounds good to me. Does that leave us dead to a haste creature? No. All right, attack with everything. All right, opponent, you get to block. All right, they block like that, taking away our Cathar Commando. We hit them for 5. They are down to 2. It all comes down to what their top deck is. Does it kill us? They're paying costs. Yeah, they got us. Their top card was Boros Charm. Yeah, nothing we could have done. Oh well. Scoop it up. Oh dear.
Round 2.
All right, we run the die roll. Let's go first. Yeah, we can keep this one. Hallowed Fountain, I will pay 2 life. Run out of Mausoleum Wanderer. Pass the turn there. Borderloft Pathway. Portable Hole. Okay, takes out my Mausoleum Wanderer. Let's go to my turn. Charming Prince. Okay, let's play Seat of the Empire, Mausoleum Wanderer, and pass. Concealed Courtyard. Luminarch Aspirant. That's nasty. Gets a counter on it. Go to our turn, Field of Ruin. So do we Skyclave or Reflector Mage? I think we Reflector Mage first. I'm going to Reflector Mage, hit that Luminarch, go to combat, swing in for 1. Pass the turn there. Grimclimb Pathway, Thraben Inspector. Okay, they get to investigate. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Is this a Tax's Mirror?
What is this? A crossover episode?
Go to our turn. Field of Ruin. Let's play Field of Ruin. Let's Skyclave Apparition. Let's take the Portable Hole, pump up our Wanderer even more, go to combat, swing in for 3. Take it down to 16, pass the turn there. They cast Thraben Inspector, get another clue token. Thalia's Lieutenant, so it's a human taxes list. Okay, pumps their board. Swings in for 3, we're just going to take it, down to 15. Go to our turn, another Mausoleum Wanderer. Well, I won't say no. Mausoleum Wanderer. Pump the other Mausoleum Wanderers. Go to combat, swing in the air for 4, Charming Prince. Exile our Skyclave Apparition. They get a 1/1. Skyclave comes back in the end step. Unfortunately, it'll pump our Mausoleum Wanderers, but not in the way we want because it'll be the end step. We're going to take out that Thalia, pass the turn there. So we have them on a 4-turn clock in the air. They're cracking the clue. And we know they had an aspirant they could have cast there. Surprised they didn't. Maybe they're digging for lands. They are. Branchloth Pathway. Experiment 1. Interesting. Okay. So this is the collected company humans list, I guess. They pass the turn there. Malevolent Hermit. Can't stop a Coco right now, but we can get extra flying into play with the Archon, can't we? That dramatically increases our clock. So let's run out the Archon of Emeria, go to combat, swing in the air for 3. They will take it, pass the turn there. Kite Sail, Freebooter. We'll see our Malevolent Hermit. Now that actually stonewalls our spirits as well. That's rough. Pumps up their Thalia's Lieutenant. And their Experiment 1, attempting to cast another card, but they cannot because of our Archon. I like Archon. Not so good in Modern, but in Pioneer it feels very, very good. Trying to cast that spell again. Our opponent has disconnected. Our opponent has reconnected. Still tapping mana trying to cast spells. Oh, they've given up now. No attacks. And they pass it there. Oh, Thassa Deep Dwelling. That's a really solid pickup actually. So let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They will take it down to 7. Let us cast our Thassa Deep Dwelling. It's a creature too? It's a creature? Yeah, we got there. It's a creature. Okay. End step. So we can exile a card during our end step and it'll come back immediately, and then Charming Prince will let it come back later. But I think the correct thing to do is to just exile Skyclave, take out the Kite Sail, everything else on the stack. Opponent's cracking the clue to draw.
Gotcha.
Pass it there. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. You know, I was actually thinking about playing their deck, but I decided against it because I wanted to try brewing just a white-blue list. So against this deck, we're going to bring in the Containment Priest because they're really good against Collected Company, and that means we're taking out the Thassa. I don't think I'm a fan of Thalia in this matchup. And with Containment Priest, Charming Prince gets a little worse. So then what if we cut those and just bring back in a Thalia as a first striker? I like it. Keep it like that. I know it seems counterproductive winning using the Thassa's ability and then taking it out, but we only have 1. It costs 4 mana, and I think things like Containment Priest and Swallow Hole are how we win this game. Opponent gets to go first. I'm going to keep this one. Concealed Courtyard, Thraben Inspector. Okay, they get a clue token. Let's go to my turn. Mausoleum Wanderer. All right, Hallowed Fountain, pay 2 life. Run out Mausoleum Wanderer. When you curve that well, you kind of got to take the damage. Pass it there. And it swings in for 1. Okay, does have the second land. Kite Sail, Freebooter, which will miss. They pass to us. That's an Archon. That'll be good. So let's just play Plains Malevolent Hermit. Pass the turn there. No attacks. There's the Thalia's Lieutenant. We were afraid of that,
That is bad news.
but it happened. Pumps their board. Temple Garden. Tapped. Okay. Swings in for a bunch. I think we're just going to take it. Go to our turn. Let's play Shefet Dunes. Run out the Archon. Swing in for 1. Pass the turn there. Now this will stop them double spelling. And Mausoleum Wanderer can stop Coco right now. General Kudro. Okay. That's a Lord. Pumps the Thalia's Lieutenant. They swing in for 9. Okay, we will go to blocks, and we're going to try and take out that Thalia now, or Thalia's Lieutenant. Yep, they're going to take out our Archon of Emeria. More than fair. We're down to 7. Godless Shrine, tapped. Okay, let's go to our turn. Play Hengegate Pathway as a white land, so we can painlessly run out Skyclave Apparition, taking out the General. Then I think we pass the turn there. We're working our way through their creatures, but their creatures are very big. Another Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay. Pumps their board. And another Thalia's Lieutenant. You know what? We're just gonna do a little scoopy uppy there. Okay, their stuff's pretty big. Their stuff is pretty big. I'm gonna bring back in Charming Prince, even if it just gains his life, over a Thalia's Lieutenant. And I think we can ditch 1 Malevolent Hermit. I think their only real non-creature spells are Collected Company, and we've got Containment Priest for that, and Mausoleum Wanderer. Run back like that. Okay, now we get to go first. This is a hand we're gonna keep. Hallowed Fountain, tapped. Pass the turn there. Concealed Courtyard, and they pass. Plains, Charming Prince, Scry 2. We need neither of these, so put both on the bottom. We could use the Field of Ruin for colorless, but we don't even have the Eldrazi Displacer yet, so I'll just put it on the bottom. Opponent has Fatal Push for our Charming Prince, okay. Bright Climb Pathway into a Luminarch Aspirant. All right, that's something that's going to need to be dealt with. Good thing we put the lands on the bottom. Go to our turn. Reflector Mage is pretty cool. Let's just go Hengegate Pathway as a white land. Pass the turn there. Casting Kite Sail Freebooter. That's as good a thing as anything to counter. Spell Queller it. Temple Garden. Tapped. Pumps up the Luminarch Aspirant. Abrupt. Swings in for 3. We will take it. Go to my turn. Skyclave Apparition. Let's play the Soaring City as a land. We could Archon, swing in. That'll stop them double spelling. That'll mean their land will enter tapped. And we're going to be taking 4 from this Luminarch Aspirant down to 13. I think we lead an Archon. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 18. Pass the turn there. Llanowar Waste. Centers tapped. Okay. Redain. Okay, it's just a flyer. It doesn't really do much against us. Luminarch Aspirant puts a counter on the Redain. Okay. Swings in for 3. Sure thing. Let's go to our turn. Mausoleum Wanderer. I like it. So let's run out Mausoleum Wanderer. Pass the turn there. Kite Sail Freebooter. Sure, feel free to take a look. That's their only spell for the turn. Boulderloth Pathway. Get to put a counter somewhere on the Kite Sail. Okay. No attacks. Passing. Let's run out Containment Priest. Go to my turn. Island's not too helpful right now. Skyclave Apparition. Take out the Luminarch Aspirant. Pass the turn there. No attacks. So I just switched off all their collected companies. Sigarda, Champion of Light. Humans get +1/+1. Okay. Well, we found a card we want to bounce back to their hand if they ever activate Coven. Let's go to our turn. Welcoming Vampire. I think I like that better than we can Reflector Mage. So Welcoming Vampire. Pass the turn there. So we're hoping this breaks the stalemate. If every creature we draw draws as another creature, that's great. If we draw an Eldrazi Displacer, we still need a colorless land, it's still great. Becomes a machine gun. Swinging in with their 3/4. Do I just take it? I'm tempted just to take it. I will just take it. Casts a Thalia, okay. Means they're even further away from their collected companies. Go to our turn. That is the Field of Ruin. That is good. So now Eldrazi Displacer's incredibly good. Okay, Reflector Mage. Let's target Sigarda. We get to draw. Skyclave Apparition. Okay, now we are cooking with gas. Let's pass the turn there. Thalia's Lieutenant. All right, that hurts. That hurts. Fortunately, Redain's not a human. Swings in with the Redain again, though, because it can trade with our stuff. I think we just take it. Go to our turn. Malevolent Hermit. Okay, so this turn it's Skyclave Apparition. Target the Redain. Pumps our Wanderer. We draw a card. Another land. Okay. Play it as a white land. Pass the turn there. There's the Sigarda. Let's just chuck Mausoleum Wanderer in front, maybe? Or are we done with that? Are we done with the Archon? We don't really need the Archon anymore, do we? Yeah, let's just throw the Archon in front, and then maybe this Malevolent Hermit can let us double spell. Another Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay, go to our turn. Hallowed Fountain's not what we want to see. Malevolent Hermit, draw me something good. That is something good.
Did you just understand me?
So we can take out the Kite Sail or the Sigarda, Champion of Light. Oof, which one do we take out? It's got to be Sigarda. So Skyclave comes down, takes out the Sigarda. Hallowed Fountain tapped. And then we're just going to pass the turn there, I think. What do we get in with a flyer? No, because we might need our flyers. We're not blocking with Welcoming Vampire. We're not blocking with Spell Queller. So we can swing in with both of those. Pass the turn there. Come on, Displacer. I need you. And it swings in the air for 4. Mausoleum Wanderer under the bus. Kite Sail Freebooter. Okay. Pumps the board. The worst thing to draw right now would be a land. We're only running 23 of them. We already got 8. Yeah, okay, we should be good. Should be a spell. That's a good one. So let's cast Swallow Whole. What do we tap? Do we tap a flyer? Welcoming Vampire? We exile the flying Kite Sail. And then we pass the turn. We're hoping our opponent's going to have to start tacking on the ground, because then we can block with the Malevolent Hermit. Luminarch Aspirant hurts. Pumps their board a lot. They put the counter on the Freebooter. Okay. No attacks and they pass. Okay. Glasspool Mimic's pretty good. So we could do the safe play. Glasspool Mimic target, say, Skyclave Apparition, take out the other flyer. Or we could Skyclave Apparition into a Welcoming Vampire. I think drawing one card for everything is all right, though. So let's just cast Glasspool Mimic, and we're going to use as little mana as possible, keeping up the colorless. I think we're copying a Skyclave Apparition here, targeting the Kite Sail, drawing a card. There's the Displacer. So we can't displace anything this turn, so I don't think there's any point in casting it right now. We can cast it next turn, so we'll just pass the turn there. We can cast it next turn. Probably should have attacked, actually. But then we can start machine gunning their stuff down. Branchloth Pathway. I think their last card is a Coco. I think this Containment Priest has been putting in a lot of work. We probably should have attacked. I don't know. All right, they go to combat. They pass through combat. Backup Containment Priest is lovely. Displacer. Hi. I will displace your Thalia's Lieutenant. Bye. I knew that was how we were going to win. We just had to get there. Oh, we got there. It was so good. Oh, it was so good with the backup Containment Priest as well in case they could kill it at instant speed. That was so good.
Round 3.
All right, we won the die roll. Let's go first. Opponent reveals Gigantha, and we're not doing a whole heck of a lot. So this is a mulligan. This is the reverse problem. We're going to mulligan. This is better. We're going to keep. Skyclave Apparition, Spell Queller to the bottom. Play Glasspool Mimic as Glasspool Shore. Pass the turn there. Unfortunately, we kind of have to play it tapped because it's the only way we can really play on curve. Opponent also leads on a tap land though, so that's good. Unfortunately, I think there's some sort of zoo deck. Plains is a really good pickup, so let's play the Plains and run out Thalia. Pass the turn there. Hallowed Fountain untapped. Well, let's go to combat. Swinging for 2. Opponent takes it. Field of Ruin. I'm tempted to just aggressively Field of Ruin their Triome. Yeah, let's do it. We got plenty of lands in our hand. Let's hit that Triome. Wow, didn't even do anything. Let's get an island this time. Pass the turn there.
Good news, everyone!
They have no basics. Wow. Okay. They have 0 basics. Let's go to our turn. Charming Prince is good. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 12. Let's Charming Prince. Scry 2. Put the Mausoleum on top. Put the Field of Ruin on top. Hallowed Fountain tapped. Pass the turn there. Opponent casts Consider. Jeskai Ascendancy. Ooh, Thalia is really good against that. Rorgrim Triome. Okay, let's go to our turn. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 4. They take it. Let's play the Plains. Let's go after their Hallowed Fountain. Taking out white sources, I think, is a good plan. Opponent opts in response. No worries. We will get a Plains this time. Pass the turn there. Sundown pass from our opponent. Expressive Iteration. Wow, that's rough. Hinterland Harbor enters exile, but you can't play it. Go to my turn. Spell Queller. Feeling like this game's pretty good. Play Hengegate Pathway. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. Pass the turn there with Spell Queller up. They cast Consider. Not sure how they get out of this. Sunpetal Grove. Sylvan Caryatid. Looks like a good target for Spell Queller. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. Okay, so they're the Ascendancy deck. So Cathar Commando comes in. I think that might be it. They're not really searching. Yeah, it might just be Cathar Commando. Everything feels pretty good. So I think it might just be Cathar Commando over the Displacers. Yeah, okay. Run it back like that. So they have no basics. That seems like a deck building error. Is Field of Ruin not commonly used? No, they get to go first this time. We're keeping this one. In a heartbeat, I will keep this. Rorgrim Triumph from our opponent. Okay. Shefet Dunes too. Let's lead island. Pass the turn there. Hinterland Harbor. Sylvan Caryatid. Okay. Let's go to my turn. Plains. Thalia. Pass the turn there. Another Sylvan Caryatid. Hallowed Fountain. Untapped. Portable Hole to take out my Thalia. Okay, let's go to my turn. Let's just play Shefet Dunes. Pass. Stomping Ground tapped. They're just passing. I'll totally get a Spell Queller down for no value just to get a flyer. They fry it. Okay. So, I mean, technically we still Spell Quellered something. Just backwards. Field of Ruin. Let's take out that Hallowed Fountain. Let's get ourselves a Plains. Let's cast a Malevolent Hermit and pass the turn there. They're trying to cast something expensive. Just passing the turn. Okay. Let's play Hengegate Pathway tapped. Untapped, sorry. Let's cast Reflector Mage. Pass the turn there. We're just casting Reflector Mage as an attacker. We can't bounce the Sylvan Caryatids. They have hexproof. Getting Gigantha to hand. Okay. Chain to the rocks, targeting the Field of Ruin. So let's counter that. Go to my turn. Shefet Dunes. Welcoming Vampire. Pass the turn there. I'm holding up my Queller. Opponent casts Consider. Treasure Cruise. Okay, that's fine. Pass to us. Charming Prince. Hello. So let's get our boy back.
Disturbing.
Get to draw a card. Another one. Okay. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 4. Pass the turn there. Expressive Iteration. Do I care? No. You can have it. Ketria Triome, they play it tapped. They're just passing. Well, you know what? So are we. You gotta go to cleanup. Treasure Cruise is harsh. Skyclave Apparition is awesome though. Let's run out Skyclave Apparition. Let's take out that portable hole. Get back our Thalia. They opt in response. Yep. We get to draw. Mausoleum Wanderer is really good. Go to combat. Swing in the air for 4. God, I love this deck. Okay, they take it down to 10. We just pass. Monastery Mentor. Okay, you can have that. Chain to the rocks. You cannot have that. Let's counter Chain to the rocks. Let's draw a card. Another Mausoleum Wanderer. Awesome. Play Rorgrim Triome. Passing the turn there. So they could have a board wipe coming, and that's why they were happy to do that. So they're on 10. We can swing in the air for 6, 9, get them down to 1. And then our ground creatures, they would have to block all of them, and we win that exchange. Or we can cast Glasspool Mimic, target target, say, the Reflector Mage, bounce the Monastery Mentor, then we swing in with everything, and they still take an additional 2, and we get to draw. We have enough cards in hand. I do not care if they board wipe us. So let's cast Glasspool Mimic. Let's copy Reflector Mage. We get to draw, and we're going to bounce your Monastery Mentor. Hallowed Fountain. Okay, so now that we've drawn the Hallowed Fountain, does that change anything? Probably not right now. Let's go to combat. Attack with absolutely everything. They block the Thalia, they block the Reflector Mage. Okay, down to 2. Pass. Expressive Iteration. Okay. Hinterland Harbor goes to exile. Okay. And they scoop it up there. Very nice. All right. Field of Ruin did amazingly. Our taxing pieces did very well. Super happy with how that one went.
Round 4.
All right, we've lost the die roll. I'm going to keep Concealed Courtyard. Thoughtseize. What's the bet they take? Glasspool Mimic.
The odds are good.
His hand gets a lot worse without it. Yep, they do take it. Okay, that's what I would have taken. Go to my turn. Oh, let's play Hengegate Pathway as a blue land and pass the turn. It was just going to be a land, and the fact that we could play another one means the Thoughtseize didn't really help them tempo-wise. But I mean, if I had drawn that, maybe I would have kept the Glasspool Mimic. All right, they play a Blooming Marsh and pass. Let's go to my turn. Plains, Malevolent Hermit. Pass the turn there. Deathcap Glade. Thoughtseize. Okay, takes the other one. Interesting. So that means we can cast that from graveyard. That's cool. Well, let's go to our turn. Charming Prince is nice. Okay, Plains. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They abrupt decay it. Okay, now let's cast one from the bin. Pass the turn there. Plains, and they're passing. Another Displacer's cool as a good beater. We can't blink anything yet. So let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. Now they're just taking it. That says to me they have no instant speed removal. Charming Prince. All right, let's just try and exile this thing. Yeah, they have to destroy it now. Okay, so they took the damage anyway. Sure. And then we're still left with a 2/2. Sounds great to me. Pass the turn there. Forest. What I'm afraid of is big things. Big things could be happening.
I can't talk about it, but I have got some big stuff going on.
They only have 2 cards in hand though. We're definitely getting through their removal. Hengegate Pathway as well. Interesting. So let's play that as Mistgate Pathway. Go to combat. Attack them for 2. Bring back our guy. Pass the turn there. Castle Lochthwain tapped. Okay. Another Skyclave. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 4. Settle the wreckage. Thank you for the lands. Let's run out Eldrazi Displacer. Pass the turn there. Down to their last card in hand. Now they have 2. Abrupt decay on my Displacer. Okay. Go to our turn. Oh, Emeria's cool. So let's run out Eldrazi Displacer. Run out Archon of Emeria. We just don't want to overextend into a board wipe. Pass the turn there. They're drawing in the end step. That'll take them down to 10. Means we have a 2-turn clock. So I don't think we need to develop the board much more. Kalitas, Traitor of Geth. Pass to us. Welcoming Vampire. Well, you know, I said we didn't need to overextend. I never said we weren't going to. Welcoming Vampire. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Pass the turn there. Perhaps just Reflector Mage would have been better there, because then we could have Skyclaved the turn after. Yeah, Welcoming Vampire might have been greedy. They have the Assassin's Trophy anyway. Maybe this deck needs a Wastes, just for the Eldrazi Displacer. All right, they hit our Welcoming Vampire. We gonna get a land? We do not have another land. Okay, let's just pass the turn there. Abrupt decay on my Displacer. Okay, more zombies for them. They swing in for 5. I'm going to take it. Opponent is empty-handed now. Let's Reflector Mage. Target their dude. Opponent's going to draw in response. Okay, they'll go down to 10. Yep. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 8. Pass the turn there. They get a land. Abrupt decay on the Reflector Mage. I don't think that was the right one to kill. You have 2 zombies that could have blocked, or are they going to attack with them? Oh, they're attacking. Okay, so we have Kalitas coming down next turn. We're down to 11. Thalia or Charming Prince? Oh, I know. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They cannot block. Let's cast Charming Prince. Exiling our Archon of Emeria. Cast our Thalia. Go to the end step. Back comes our Archon untapped. Pass to them. That felt really good. I really like that. Oh, are they going down? Oh, they're going to go down to 4. Okay. That means they can't attack with their zombies. They go to their turn. They cast Kalitas. Temple Garden. Tapped. They pass the turn there. Another Archon's good. Skyclave. Take out Kalitas. Now they're holding up 4 mana, which would normally make me fear Settler Wreckage, but we have Thalia out, so I think it's just an all-out swing here. This will wipe their board. Then we have 2 replacement creatures for afterwards. Fateful Absence on the Skyclave Apparition. Okay, we get to investigate, but they get a 4/4. Now we're close to dead. They still have to trade off a zombie for it, though, and that doesn't deal with the Archon of Emeria. Yep. Okay, they eat our Thalia. Let's just pass the turn there. Can you beat my Archon? They're swinging in for 6. Okay, take it down to 5. Fatal pushing a zombie to get the card out of hand. Clever.
Clever girl.
Castle Lochthwain to draw. What did you hit, opponent? Nothing. All right, got there. Very nice. Misplayed a little bit against that, but that was good. That was good. I think against this list, Guardian of Faith is going to be really good. Cathar Commando, because it has flash, maybe? Don't know. And maybe Swallow Whole. I think we're upgrading our Skyclave Apparitions to Swallow Holes and the Guardian of Faith. And then, they're a Thoughtseize deck. Let's trim a few Thalias against a Thoughtseize deck. Yeah, this hand is capable. If we can get Charming Prince Eldrazi Displacer down, they're in trouble. Deathcap Glade from our opponent. Pass to us. Welcoming Vampire is excellent. Let's just lead on a Plains. Pass. Plains, and they pass. Let's play Hengegate Pathway as a blue land. Run out the Malevolent Hermit and pass. Blooming Marsh, and they pass. Another Charming Prince is super good. Let's just play Shefet Dunes, run out Charming Prince, and scry. We don't need any more lands, so put that on the bottom, put the Welcoming Vampire on top. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 18. Pass the turn there. Noxious Grasp. So we could counter that. Now let's let it happen.
Because I allowed it!
Shattered Sanctum. Soaring. Well, I guess we gotta counter that. Okay, that worked. So what if we went Hallowed Fountain, I will not pay 2 life, Welcoming Vampire, pass the turn there, Shattered Sanctum, Lolth Spider Queen. Okay, whenever a creature they control dies, they get to put a counter on it. Okay, they get to make a bunch of tokens, that's fine. Go to my turn. Let's play an island. Let's bring back our dude, draw a card, Field of Ruin, okay. Charming Prince, we tapped our mana wrong, so it's actually costing us a life. Let's exile the Geist. This means it's gonna need another removal spell. We can trade the Welcoming Vampire for both of these tokens. I don't hate it. Let's attack their Planeswalker. Yep, they double block. Puts more loyalty counters on their Lolth. Okay, but I think we can deal with it. All right, get to return our Malevolent Hermit. Hopefully it survives. Yep, they draw a card, lose a life. Thoughtseize, okay. I would take the Displacer, opponent, but it is up to you. They do take the Displacer. Godless Shrine, tapped. Pass to us. Another land, okay. Well, we're gonna go to combat. Everything is going at Lolth. Abrupt Decay on my Charming Prince. Now I know it can't be countered. Okay, well let's just go for it. Okay, so sure, you Abrupt Decayed it. Now what happens? We hit the Lolth. Okay, so then we're going to play a Field of Ruin and cast Welcoming Vampire and pass the turn there. So we could have countered and then we could have recast our Mausoleum to draw a card, but I think we're okay. They draw a card and gain and lose a life. We play a Concealed Courtyard and they're just passing. Okay, Spell Queller helps. So let's just straight up go to combat. Let's just hit Lolth with 1 and hit them for 2. They're going to take it. All right, they take it. Let's run out the Field of Ruin and pass the turn there. Another land. They're just passing. Now, normally I would run out the Spell Queller, but I actually, oh, hello. I value it a bit too highly. Let's go to combat, swing in for 4. If we can stop their next 2 spells, given we have such a fast clock, we're in such a good position. Abrupt Decay, Spell Queller. Now what's cool about this is Abrupt Decay can't be countered, but Spell Queller can still eat it. We're quelling it, not countering it. Reflector Mage is awesome. Spell Queller takes the Abrupt Decay. And we drew a card. It's all gravy. Everything is gravy. All right, they take it down to 9. We will pass. Again, not trying to overextend into a board wipe. We do technically have lethal on board. They have 1 card in hand. Well, let's go to our turn. Back up Spell Queller. Let's play this as a white land. Let's activate our Shefet Dunes, sacrificing it to its own ability. This gives us 9 power. Fateful Absence as their last card. Spell Queller.
You can't handle the...
Spell Queller. Got there. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Round 5.
All right, we won the die roll. Let's go first. Let's keep this hand. Let's lead Island into a Mausoleum Wanderer and pass the turn there. Snow-covered Island into an Ascended Spirit. Okay, that looks like a great thing to Reflector Mage. Yes, it is. It is a great thing to Reflector Mage. Let's play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. Take it down to 19. Pass the turn there. Snow-covered Island. They attack. We will take the 1. They pass to us. Field of Ruins, super good, especially given we have this Displacer. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 1. They take it. Let's play Field of Ruin and let's just go Reflector Mage now. Geistlight Snare. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a spirit. It also costs 1 less to cast if you control an enchantment. Counter spell unless its opponent plays 3. Well, I'm going to counter it unless you pay 1 and you can't pay the 1. Yep. And then I'm going to bounce that thing back to hand. Pass the turn there. Yeah, good call not playing the Archon of Emeria because we might need to double spell. Unfortunately, they're probably holding up a counterspell now, although Thalia is nice. Let's play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. They take it. Let's run out Thalia. Spectral Sailor. Okay. This is just mono blue spirits. Geistlight Snare to counter my Thalia because I can't pay 3. Okay. Well, I'm glad Thalia ate that counter because Eldrazi Displacer and Reflector Mage is going to be awesome. Ascendant Spirit and Shacklegeist. Okay. They swing in for 1. We're going to take it. Charming Prince 2. That's evil. Yes, I will pay 2 life. Charming Prince. Hit the Reflector Mage. Displacer. Pass the turn there. Displacer will come back and it will target your Shacklegeist. Sorry, Reflector Mage will come back and target your Shacklegeist. Sure, you can tap my Eldrazi Displacer. It doesn't block flyers in any case. Pass the turn there. I'm having fun. I hope my opponent's having fun. Nope. No, they are not. 3 Shacklegeist in here. Man, we chose really well. Wow. All right, so against this, we're going to bring in the Swallow Holes, and I think that's it, really. So we kind of want to be a bit more aggressive than them. Oh, well, the Swallow Holes just replace the Archon of Emerias, don't they? Because we don't want them to be able to counter our stuff and us not to have a follow-up. I think that's it. Okay, run it back like that. This is a very keepable hand. So let's keep Snow-Covered Island, and they pass. Okay, Charming Prince is good. Island, Mausoleum Wanderer, pass the turn there. Island, Shacklegeist. Okay, go to our turn. Welcoming Vampire too, huh? Hello! Let's go Plains, Malevolent Hermit. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Snow-Covered Island. Curious Obsession. They swing in for 3. This will let them draw a card. I'm going to let them draw. Go to my turn. Another Charming Prince. I think I'm playing Field of Ruin Displacer this turn. We have the Mausoleum Wanderer to counter a 2-mana counterspell. Costs 1 mana because they also control an enchantment though, doesn't it? Sure. You got me. Let's go to my turn. We'll go to combat. Swing in for 3. Pass the turn there. Next turn, we've got Welcoming Vampire coming down. Malevolent Hermit as backup. Their spell only costs 1 mana though. Yeah. All right. They attack for 3. Nothing we can do about it. Down to 14. Are they casting any creatures? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Spell Queller 2. Shefet Dunes. Welcoming Vampire. Resolves. No attacks. And passing. Spectral Adversary. So when it enters, and then they get to phase out some stuff. Okay. They phase out my Welcoming Vampire. Okay. Should return in my turn. Unfortunately, we can't Malevolent Hermit and Spell Queller. It's a little frustrating. All right. They're swinging in for 6. I'm just going to take it, I think. Okay. We're down to 8. They get to draw a card. Ascendant Spirit. They pass to us. My Welcoming Vampire comes back. Plains is okay. So let's go Charming Prince. Let's put the... Let's gain 3 life. Draw a card. Thalia is not bad. Let's go to combat. Swing in with Welcoming Vampire. All right, they're taking it. Pass the turn there. Spectral Sailor. Okay. Tapping my Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay, swinging in. I'll take it. They get to draw. Go to my turn. Skyclave Apparition's pretty good. So let's run out Skyclave Apparition. Let's take out Shacklegeist. This might prompt them to use the ability, and we get to draw. Reflector Mage. Hello. Rattle Chains. Dang. I think that's the game then. Because now they get to tap stuff. Guess we'll find out. So no attacks, and I guess we have to Charming Prince gain life. Get an extra 2 life under our belt. We only have 2. Yeah, they got us. They got us. That is frustrating. Oh well. All right, what can we do about that? Not a lot. Let's just run it back and hope we're fast enough, especially going first. Damn, Mulligan. This is very, very slow. This is so slow. So we can Reflector Mage, then Reflector Mage. On turn 4, we can hold up Seat of the Empire. Let's keep, let's throw away. Is it Field of Ruin or is it Island? I think it's Island. To lead Hengegate Pathway. Pass the turn there. Snow-Covered Island, and they are passing. That's a really good pickup. Let's play Field of Ruin. Thalia. Pass the turn there. Spectral Sailor. Supreme Phantom. They swing in for 2. Okay, go to my turn. Hengegate Pathway as a blue land. Reflector Mage. Bounce your Supreme Phantom. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 18. Pass the turn there. They swing in for 1. Take it down to 17. Go to our turn. Spell Queller is really good. Let's play Hengegate Pathway as a blue land or white land? White land. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. They take it. Let's pass the turn. Mystic Subdual. Hey, it's me! Enchanted creature gets neg 2 nego and loses all abilities. No, it doesn't. Because we're going to Spell Queller that. Pass the turn there. Snow-covered island. Supreme Phantom. Shacklegeist. Okay. Pass to me. Welcoming Vampire. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with this attack. They're tapping the Spell Queller. Okay, swing in like that. Blocking. We're going to deal 4 damage to it. Hit them for 2. Pass the turn there. Ascendant Spirit. No attacks and passing. Malevolent Hermit. It's a really good one. Well, let's just go to combat, see what they do. Tapping the Spell Queller. Sure. And they can make it a 2-3. Let's run out the Hermit. That worked. Pass the turn. All right, they're pumping up the Ascendant. It's now a 2-3. We can make it a 4-4, which if they did, I'd be very happy. Supreme Phantom. Oh dear. It's a very big board they have now. No attacks though. Okay, go to my turn. Shefet Dunes. Shefet Dunes. Let's run out Welcoming Vampire. No attacks, I guess. All right, going to the beginning of combat. What are you doing? You're letting us attack. We're not going to, but you're letting us. Okay, pass it there. Pumping up the Ascended Spirit. So now it's got base power 4-4. Okay, tapping my Welcoming Vampire, tapping my Spell Queller. Yep, 10, 11, hitting us for at least 11. Just the Ascendant Spirit, we'll take it, pumping it up. Okay, it's a 7-7, hit us down to 10. Now they draw a card. So we're pretty dead. They can tap some of our flyers. I see, they can tap one of our flyers, and we can make another one. So it's Glasspool Mimic here. It's gotta be. Hope to draw Charming Prince off the top. Let's copy Reflector Mage. Let's bounce the Ascended Spirit. Let's draw a card. Reflector Mage doesn't do it. Think we just lost. Maybe. We're on 10. We are on 10. Okay, let's pass it there then. They are tapping our Welcoming Vampire, and they are playing a Spectral Sailor. Okay, and they're tapping our Spell Queller. So it depends what they have, but we're very close to dead. They play a Snow-covered island. A land might be nice. Swing in for 5. Okay, go to our turn. Swallow Whole. Okay. Reflector Mage draws out the counter spell. Okay, so then they tap down one of our flyers with the Shacklegeist, and they can get him for 4 next turn. Or we could take out the Shacklegeist. I think that's what's killing us. It is the Shacklegeist killing us. Yeah, we'll take that out. Need a Charming Prince. Need to start gaining life and getting back into this. It's a tight game. Okay, they tap the Welcoming Vampire, which means we have to block with the Spell Queller next turn. I suppose we're not blocking with our things on the ground. Swing in for 6. Pass it there. Ah, they have a Shacklegeist. Which means nothing. Ascendant Spirit, so they need another one. Ah, they have another spirit. Well, that's unfortunate. So, yeah, that's really unfortunate. Oh, well. Scoop it up. Close, very close. Alrighty, white U taxes. That's not how you say that. Blue-white taxes in Pioneer. I really, really like it, actually. So we lost to burn by 1 spell, which was unfortunate, but very, very funny. And I mean, if we're going to lose games like that, that's awesome. And then we lost 2 spirits. Mono blue spirits was just able to outpower us through the air. It's a little frustrating. I mean, we do struggle against creature decks. Maybe our sideboard could do with some more creature removal. And maybe our main board could use with more flying. I don't know what that would be, but I'm happy to have a look into it. Thassa Deep Dwelling, it's a fun one-off, but I'm not sure it's essential. The games we got it down were really good. We beat humans. Okay, so what we struggled with was a flying creature deck and a burn deck. And so if we lower the curve, get rid of the Thassa Deep Dwelling and put in another Charming Prince, that's another source of life gain. And then maybe some life gain in the side. In fact, maybe just some life gain in general in the side would be good. Help balance out some of these creature-based matchups. But look, I've had a blast playing this list, and I normally don't like the blue-white lists, but because there's no Horizon lands for anyone, there's no downside to playing a blue taxes deck in Pioneer. So it's fun. Malevolent Hermit definitely put in a lot of work. Unfortunately, if they're not casting non-creature spells, he's not all that great. Our mana base kind of suffer a little bit. I definitely misplayed playing some of the pathways on the wrong side. Should have prioritized blue a little bit more than we could have countered some things and bring him back. The games where we got to counter things, bring him back, he's just an amazing 2-for-1. And maybe that's where we need to start running the other disturb cards as well. Maybe that's where this deck gets its power, is in other disturb cards. So we get Chaplain of Arms as well. That'd be good. And if we wanted lifelink, there is the lifelinking disturb creature as well. So there's definitely options there for us. But we're able to beat up on spell-based decks, even getting super close against a burn deck when we didn't even gain life with our Charming Princes. We prioritized other things, which maybe we should have just gained life with those and we would have won, but who's to say? Anyway, I have had a blast. I'm really enjoying Pioneer. I hope you're enjoying the Pioneer content, and until next time, have fun.